What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This one is a little bit different than the traditional videos because honestly things have been, how do I put this? Things have been a little crazy, and I'm gonna go through a quick little life update, a little bit of a diet update with how things are going with the cut. We've been talking about this cut for the last 8 weeks. It's been a journey, if anything. I've lost over 20 pounds now, but honestly, from Thursday of last week, today is legitimately Wednesday, June 1st. I kind of went off the rails a little bit, a lot further than I typically would have thought I would have went. I had a cheat meal, I think it was Saturday, I had a cheat meal, or Friday. I kind of just continued on, and it continued into my time here in Los Angeles. I'm currently in LA, and we are here doing some work prepping for a show out in Denver. Now, I talked about this in my last video, talked about kind of like full day of eating, that whole thing. So what I'm gonna do right now is actually show you guys exactly how you would typically figure out your daily caloric expenditure and then setting that as your baseline when you start to create your diet. My lifestyle is very, very different than most. When I'm home, I don't work, so my life is kind of pretty sedentary. I'm on like the couch a lot of the time or at my computer. But when I'm on the road working, I'm on my feet a lot and I'm walking a lot. But let's talk about daily caloric expenditure. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, so we have our tabs open here. We are basically just gonna do a very simple Google search of daily caloric calculator. Now, I use the Mayo Clinic. I think that's probably the most accurate. It's a pretty good one that I think a lot of people use. You guys can see it here. Very simple. I'm 34 years old, 6 foot 0 inches. Current weight is about 188. I am a male. We're gonna hit next, okay? Then all you're gonna do is basically say what sort of lifestyle you live. Inactive, somewhat active, active, or very active. Now, currently I am in the gym 6 days a week. I am doing extra cardio on top of that. I've actually got to get some cardio done tonight. And I'm gonna basically say that I'm active. I don't ever really like to say that I'm very active because of that very kind of balanced, lot of activity, very low activity. I like to say right in the active kind of set of ways. Boom, pops up my daily caloric needs and rounded up to the nearest 50 calories. I am currently at 2,750 calories for an active person. If I was very active, to maintain this weight, I would need to be eating 3,250. And if I was a little bit more inactive, it would be right around 2,300. So I know we've talked about this a lot, and my daily caloric expenditure, throughout this diet has roughly been between anywhere from 1,600 to 2,000 calories. So I'm every day getting below the 300 calorie minimum that I'm trying to hit in terms of caloric deficit. And obviously on top of that, I'm doing cardio. Now, when I'm here in LA, I just picked up this package. I'm gonna show it to you on the screen here. And essentially we ordered some Icon meals. I've talked about Icon meals before. I'm not sponsored by them, I'm not endorsed by them. They're not paying me to say anything. It's just been the meal company that I've gone with every single time when I'm on the road. One, I think their overnight shipping is cheap. It's only $10 and the food comes like fresh, ready to go. It did show up a day late because of the holiday, which was a bit of a bummer because I ordered like 7 meals and I've got to leave Friday morning. Now, you can take these meals on the plane. I know a lot of you don't know that, but you can actually travel with food, whether it's frozen or not, like get through security with food. So just a heads up there. But I just ordered some Icon meals, 7 meals here. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They taste really good. So to bring this back full circle, guys, the reason why I'm kind of talking about this is because one, y'all brought it up, and two, I've been a little bit off the rails. Last night I went out to Korean barbecue with my buddy Josh, aka JP. You guys have seen him here on the channel, and we went pretty ham. Just have to go with the flow, stick to your plan, not come down too hard on yourself about having these cheat days or cheat meals or whatever you want to call it. You still have to be disciplined, but I think there's a balance between making sure that you don't come down so hard on yourself that you're creating a bad relationship with food. It's the worst thing you can do. The absolute worst thing you can do. So with that, I'm gonna leave you with this little kind of up-to-date chat here in Los Angeles. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So this week we have a push workout that we filmed last week. Still working with Brent. Workouts are going absolutely amazing. Things are getting tougher, harder, and we just keep pushing and pushing. So I hope you guys enjoy this little workout edit. And when we come back, we'll talk about more Icon meals, show you guys the meals, and get an in-depth review of kind of how they taste, what they're like, and go from there. that we were gonna review one of these Icon meals. Now, just to give you a quick price breakdown, this meal right here, the Voodoo Chicken, was $11.50. So a little bit on the higher end in terms of some other meal like prep companies that you might find, but honestly, like, I've had these meals before. I've actually never had this meal specifically. We just warmed this up downstairs in the microwave it was actually about 3.5 minutes because it was like kind of a smaller microwave. Overall, their meals do range between like 10 to upwards of $21. Now, the $21 meal is a double protein with saffron rice, which I did order. We can maybe I'll post it on Instagram, something like that. But overall, I'm gonna open this up. Very easy to get into this meal. I just like the convenience of it, and everything is really healthy. All right, so let's talk about the caloric breakdown here. 350 calories, 25 grams of protein, 33 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of fat, which includes 2 grams of fiber if you guys are looking at fiber. Honestly, I think that's pretty good overall, like, mix of a good balanced meal. I usually like to mix these up a little bit, and this did come frozen today, so that's another reason why it probably did take a little bit longer to get nice and warmed up. So I'm gonna take a little piece of chicken here with some rice. All right, whew, definitely got a little spicy there. The sauce is really nice, the rice tastes great. Like I said, easy, quick, convenient meal that's balanced when you're on the road. This is my only way of going about being able to stick to like a pretty strict diet. Now, obviously the fat and the carbs can be a little bit higher than what you'd probably want to have for most of your meals, but overall I think this is a really good, clean way to eat rather than going out to eat every single day or eating Chipotle every single day where it's inconsistently consistent. Overall, this is a great meal. Honestly, I would order this one for sure. I always pick up some Frank's Red Hot, which I have right here, and I usually like to douse a little bit of this buffalo sauce just on any of the dishes, to be honest, just to add, oop, that was a little bit too much. Just to add a little bit more flavor. I'm gonna have my little Coke Zero here. But this is gonna wrap up kind of today, guys. I know this video was a little bit different. I kind of just wanted to talk about how I eat when I'm on the road and how I kind of find balance within kind of a stressful environment, you know, being in Los Angeles, trying to eat clean. This is the easiest way for me. I usually like to, you know, mix up the meals and kind of diversify it a little bit more than, you know, obviously just a couple meals. The other thing to note with Icon meals, $9.99 for overnight shipping. That's anywhere in the US, which I think is fantastic. I mean, if you really think about like how much it actually costs them to probably ship this from Texas. They're from Texas, up north, Dallas area. Overall, like I said, they've been around a long time. Great tasting meals. Go ahead and check them out. Like I said, this video is not sponsored by them. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. Make sure you check out the podcast. Link is below in the description box. And as always, we'll catch you guys in the next one.